She often wondered what the very first Christmas had been like. Not the story of lambs and babies in a manger, but instead that first Christmas the little boy or little girl ran down the stairs, eyes sparkling with magic of wishes and secrets wrapped in paper. Was there a picture on the mantel? Perhaps a fire just barely above a smolder in the fireplace. When she was a little girl, she met death for the first time. To her, death was a foul demon whose appetite was insatiable, cruel with intentions and unrelenting, her memories forever tainted by the things it took from her. Somewhere in her mind she gave death sentience, like it was a cranky old man that lived at the end of the street, an enemy. Once the ball went over his fence, it was lost forever. Little did she know that once she gave death a value, that it became weighted somewhere deep inside her. It waited, feeding on her love and on her memories. She gave it a name, but when you give a thing a name, you give it a purpose, and with purpose a thing gains momentum, and with momentum it becomes a force, and with force soon a reaction. All her life her memories had been tainted. No matter how many she collected, no matter how hard she attempted to memorize every moment, in the back of her mind death stood, a part of each one. As she watched her loved ones lean over her, she tried to speak, but her mouth did not move, nor did air draw into her lungs. Her eyes did not blink, nor did they shift. Her arms felt as if they were missing. She could not operate nor feel any part of her body. Death. If this was death, why was she conscious? Why was she lying in a coffin? Why not floating in a cloud with a robe and wings, or butterfly stroking her way across a pond of flames? The cold chill smothered her just then like a heavy fog. In death there was no magic, there was no great transference. There was not even the peaceful forever of nothingness, for there was no death at all, just silence and memories, terrible tainted memories. It seemed like days passed between glimpses of light. She tried her hardest to shout, but no part of her moved, no part of her could even feel. Between shouts, a realization came to her. In her mind, she could see the words that would be her screams, and she focused on them. She could not feel them, but she could form them, and they became a kind of picture. She did not feel the shake, but only saw it happen. But then she realized it was hopeless to think that someone would realize she was still trapped inside her body, inside the casket, and dig her from her tomb. She focused with all her might on those words, and suddenly a picture appeared in her mind. She was not foolish enough to think it heaven. She knew she had created this, but was it created inside her? Still she could not feel. The snow did not feel cold. She longed just then for the air to freeze inside her lungs and chill her. She questioned again whether it was truly death. It did not feel cruel to her, nor evil. She focused on the tree. This made her happy, so she dug deeper and pulled more things from her memory. But even in these simplest of memories, death still haunted her. She reached deeper for earlier memories. No matter how old the memory, death would not let go. But how was its grasp so persistent? It was then that she realized that death had always been there. It was not sentient, not sinister. It did not cling to her. It was not even a thing that happened. It was simply a postulation, like time. It was not that one day we would all meet death. It was that death was the vehicle with which we used to travel through time. We look out its windows at life in pictures. We do our best to capture these moments, but truly it is death that carries us through them, both protects and quarantines us from them, that we only have small pictures filtered by death's windows as keepsakes of those things we have seen, those people we have known.